so it's day 2 of us rolling out to Finke. I just jumped out of bed, but as soon as I jump out, look at what I get to wake up to.
What's this? A double shot espresso.
So most people wake up on a trip in the morning and they get one of these bad boys here. He's just got the full setup going.
That is just great, mate.
It's the best way to begin at the day off. And so we got the 79 with the X2 over there. We got the Ram, the flat deck, and then obviously the big transporter over there. So gonna have a little morning coffee and then get back on the road.
Loving a cup.
Finke 2024, an event that is on the calendar now that we just do not miss as a family. This represents everything that we are all about. We're about family bonding. We're about, you know, competing together as a family. We're about triumphs, and we're just as much about failures. We haven't put it down a good Finke yet, so for 2024, hopefully this is our year. Now for this year, we're rolling the convoy a little bit different. Past 12 months for me have just been mayhem. You know, we've moved the factories, we've really focused on the US. We've launched a whole new product range for Patriot campers. There's a lot going on in my world at the minute, and the boys are coming of age now at the end of the day for them to go and, you know, do the things without under Dad's control that I know that they're capable of doing. So they're in the big 2500. They're towing out the flat deck, which is our recovery trailer that we take out there every year, full of fuel and swags and everything. And one of my new boys, Cowboy, he's driving the Big Mac out. He's got a lot of experience in all different forms of motorsport, and he is a gangster truck driver. That's probably the biggest credit that I'll give him. I'll see him put that Mack truck into places I wouldn't even consider doing. And a new face for this year is Andrew from Espresso 79. Now, Andrew's a new face to Patriot Games, but he's one of my oldest friends. You know, we used to kick around back in the day when we were, you know, 16 or 17 out. Maybe we might have or might not have gone street racing on the Gold Coast. But if we did, I might have done it with this guy back in the day. That's how long our friendship goes back. Very, very, very mechanical, makes the best coffee in the world, an amazing chef, and his OCD is that on point that he's just one of those guys that you just want to have around. So the convoy rolling out there this year, very, very capable hands for the entire race team, and they get to enjoy a couple of days travelling across Australia, and I'll see them out in the Red Centre.
So we found a bit of a bonus line off the side of the highway, so Andrew's going to try. Oh, yeah, you stalled it, mate. Come on.
That lock is on.
Damn, boy, because the tyres are getting hard, mate.
Well, it's a quick trip.
The goal for Finke this year is more of a win it or bin it type of attitude without the whole like bin it part. We know that we have the pace for first in class, so that was the goal.
The focus for Finke this year is, believe it or not, is actually the 10 car, and it was always meant to be about the 10 car. You know, once again, going back to, you know, the time constraints, I suppose, that I have at the moment, the truck wasn't coming to Finke this year, and it wasn't coming till about 3 weeks before the event. So I've had the twins now that they've had some good people around them in the past, and they've been trained very, very well. They're prepping the 10 car on their own. They turn all the spanners, they're responsible for loading all of the spare parts. They're now controlling the prep sheets, they're doing all the inventory control, and I'm really taking the pair of those kids under my wing and really trying to push the administrative side of them. So when things go wrong, ultimately there's no one else to blame. So with the focus on the 10 car, we're competing the boys in the AORC. So there's 6 rounds of the AORC that happen throughout the year. We went down to the first event, which was down at Pooncarry, which you can actually watch on the Patriot Games V2 channel if you want to have a look at that after this episode. Don't go over there right now. We had a lot of gremlins in the car that day. We had an electrical gremlin and the boys DNF'd, and I think they learnt a lot about, you know, what they still needed to learn, if that makes sense. They knew that they didn't have the experience, and they came back a little bit more hungry because there was no one else to lean on. There wasn't fix this or can that guy sort this out. It's all on their own back. So for Finke, it's championship points. And we wouldn't be doing this if I didn't think that they could win. For me, you know, this is a bit of fun behind me. For those kids, they've got something special. I don't think there is anyone at the track that watches those two drive that doesn't think it or doesn't know it. They are contenders to win Finke in their class, and they're definitely contenders for the ALRC. We just need a little bit of luck.
Where are we, boys?
Alice, baby. It's beautiful. Look at it.
As me mind's back, look at this. Look at this, idiots. 224 kilometres.
No
It's
way.
Brand's making new, and the handbrake is perfect. How are you, buddy?
Mate, it's brand new. Look at it.
Brand new. So this year, you know, when I decided to race the truck, I made a couple of phone calls, and the response that I got was just absolutely overwhelming. I got a band of people coming out to support the truck this year that have got no vested interest in whether we perform or not. It's just a group of friends that just want to come out and support me, support the boys and the family, and support the race team. And you know, we're pretty unprepared from the truck, but you know, Steve, who you've seen in past series, he done an amazing job of prepping the truck before he's moved on to his new life, as people do. Another really, really good mate of mine, again, known him back from the non-street racing days, Kent from High Talk. You know, who in this country knows LS is better than that guy? Like, I don't think there is anyone, you know. Kent, he's on the Motec, he's on the data, he's talking to the tuners, he's looking at temperatures, he's and just another, mate, whatever you need. Like, if you need a hamburger, that guy will jump in the ute and go and get you a hamburger, you know what I mean? This guy runs a very, very successful business with a lot of employees. Again, out there on his own back. And of course, back with the team, I know this guy would not miss it for the world, Juddo, you know, one of my best mates. And Juddo's main job, I suppose, and it always is racing, is to keep my head level, because that's what he does around everybody that he's with. Again, he has another very important position at a big manufacturing plant here on the Gold Coast. A lot of people report back to him. And he knows how to run a team. He knows how to set a culture. He knows how to bring people together, and he knows how to change the mood of an entire crew. And that's the ability that he has. And outside of the twins, there's obviously the Patriot family element. You know, my brother sitting in the navigator seat beside me. There's nobody in the world I'd rather beside me with the knowledge that he has and his ability to calm me down. My old man, just, come on, everybody knows Rob Dog by now. He would not miss this thing for the world. Another one of the family that's becoming a staple for Finke is Matt Lee, you know, and his son Alexander, which is one of the twins' best friends. You know, having him around for absolutely anything that we need. He's another one of those guys that just doesn't matter what needs to happen, he gets it done. And my wife, who supports any decision that I make, which is even when I make dumb decisions like things like this behind me, she's there right beside me. And then the lucky charm, Mini-Me. Her number one priority for Finke is that night at Scrutineering. She's been doing it with me from day one. She'll jump in the race car with me and roll in and roll out. So the whole family's there to support in any way that they can, and that's the army that it takes to bring a race team together. Running two cars is a lot harder than running one, but even you see just these groups of families out at Finke, race car, mum, dad, grandparents, grandkids, brothers, sisters, daughters, cousins, friends. And that's what off-road racing is all about for people who don't understand it. Go get some sauce from Rob, cheese and bread there, bro, and then just go to Dad and give you some sauce. going to aim to be back here. The track turnaround's at 12 o'clock, so we'll probably, before 12 o'clock, we'll try and get back here kind of between 12 and 1 o'clock. We're going to come back, we'll have a quick feed, and then we're all going straight down the prologue, yeah? So we're going to go and walk or ride the prologue track again, so we're going to be out most of the day. I've also, for this year, brought out a secret weapon, the creator of the 484 truck behind me, Gene Towler from Get Performance from Riverside, California. There's two reasons that Gene's come out this year. Number one is obviously to support us. Very, very long time friend of the family. 2012 was my first Finke ever. Or maybe 2011, where I actually got in one of his buggies and I navigated for a really good mate of mine, and that's what got me hooked on the sport. And Gene and I became mates, and we'd done a few races back in those days, and we've stayed in contact ever since. And every time we go to the States, we'll see him. And when I bought the truck, I think he was actually ecstatic that it ended up in my hands. But the buggy that I actually raced is out here this year. James Cook, who's just come up from the side-by-sides. You saw me pass him at Finke in the big bumps last year. Very, very, very fast guy, and definitely a contender to take this race out if he has a little bit of luck.
Never used this welder before, and I don't know if I got it set up right. So basically Justin's not happy with how loud the truck is, so we're going to add a second muffler. So basically I'm taking the oil exhaust, cutting it up, and we'll try and put some stuff together, see what we come up with here in the next couple hours.
Here we go, guys. I know some of you guys tune into Patriot Games for the camping, and other people tune in for the racing. So for the race fans, this one's for you. Finke 2024. Let's see if we can get this done.
Currently at the Scrutineering night. I was just checking my gear, making sure it's all there, making sure it's all good. Just gotta go in, just make sure both the cars and all of our gear's all good, and then yeah, we get to race tomorrow. Should be good. The 10 car's been really easy to get out here. We've had to do quite a bit to the truck, not in terms of like maintenance things, just making it a little bit better. But yeah, feeling good. Both cars are going good, so it should be fun.
Just arrived at Scrutineering. The boys got down here just in the nick of time. We've got an amazing crew out here with us this year. Gene's made some really last minute modifications, I suppose, to the truck. Just a couple of little things, you know, no major secrets, just some things that we didn't know. You know, there's no one better than the guy that created the truck. So we spent a little bit more time on the truck today than we had planned, but we had the 10 car all buttoned up yesterday. So, you know, I'm going to keep harping on about it this whole series. I think, you know, the team this year, the crew out here this year, it's been amazing every year, but I mean, this year especially, just to have a crew of just mates, like really, really good friends out here with me that, you know, they give up their own time and, you know, their own holidays, and they've all got businesses and jobs and all the rest of it. So it's just the vibe this year is just awesome. I think the plan for tomorrow is, yeah, just get around the track nice and clean. There's a lot of water out there this year, which is going to be, it's going to be interesting. I think if you make the wrong mistake tomorrow, it's going to be very, very costly. So I think tomorrow's slow is going to be fast. I think that's what's going to put the guys out the front. So yeah, Scrutineering's always a party. Looking forward to getting into it. If you get the opportunity to get out to Finke, do not miss this as a spectator. You got to come out and see this. You get to meet all the drivers, see all the cars, see all the guys on bikes. There's live bands, the bar's open. It's just this is the start of the celebration of Finke. So yeah, definitely get out here if you get the opportunity to get out to Finke.
This absolutely, I just never get old. Just having both of the matching race cars side by side around everyone, seeing all of the other cars catching up after a year of working on all of your cars together. Like I'm ready for this race again. It's just absolutely epic. I'm feeling very excited. I don't feel a bit like I'm nervous. I'm just excited to just get in the car and just go out racing and just have some fun.
The prep that goes into Finke behind the scenes, I don't think that you can really understand it unless you've done it. You know, this is a real, it's not just the expense. You know, people look at the race cars and the transporter and all the rest of it and they think about the cost, but you know, we've built this like a business over years and years and years of doing this. You know, this is coming down to my 7th Finke, but I think what goes in, the sacrifices that get made for this sport, you know, and it's the most heartbreaking sport in the world. I don't think there's another one that can really, you know, hit you in the heart as much as off-road racing. Doesn't matter how much preparation you do, Finke always decides. It always makes the decision on the outcome, and we put the work in this year. Up on that, buddy. What do you think? Because we're in a race, so we want to try and win. You'll see me come racing past.
Monty Salvo from the Patriot Games.
We're trying to get the boys a championship this year, and I think they're capable of doing it. And after the result from the big last year. Prologue day. You can see behind me the boys are just getting the truck all sorted up. We're just going to charge some nitrogen in the shocks. We just went and signed on probably in about half an hour. We get to go and have a look at the track. I think today what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to really be on it with the notes. There is a lot of water out on that track today. I think it's really going to be anyone's game today. I think for the big cars that know the lines, I think they'll be really quick, but I'm really interested today because there's a lot of darting around the track. I think we're all four-wheel drives, like the Can-Ams and the Polaris are going to run really well today. My game plan is just get it around the track today. No expectations, really. You know, kind of prologue's just not my thing, never has been my thing. I've come to terms with that. We'll get it around the track as clean as we can. And we'll see what happens and where we finish up. It's a really wet track, so this year the dust isn't really a problem. So for me, wherever I land in the field, I'm going to be happy with. I know I'm better on the hunt, and yeah, we'll send it down to Finke and we'll chase them on race day.
Oh, feeling good. I'm ready to get this thing started. So nerve-wracking already, but no, really looking forward to see how the guys do today and actually get to experience a little more of the Finke. So really looking forward to it. Just nerves are on edge right now. I don't know. Hopefully the coffee will calm me down a little bit, so we'll see how it goes today.
The car's feeling dialed. It always does it. It's very consistent of a car. So this is a very important day. It gets you up even front ahead of all these slower cars, ahead of the dust and all that. So it's very important. We're just going to go out there and absolutely give it all we can and just have a gaze where we end up, really.
Good morning and welcome to the 48th running of the Tats Finke Desert Race from live here in Alice Springs.
As we look to the lines, the Montesalvo twins.
So every year pulling up to the prologue line, I would say prologue, the nerves get pumping more than day one. In day two, because you don't have a margin for error. You just don't have any.
3, 4, go. Good start. Let's go, baby.
Go, boys. Go, boys. Go,
Yeah.
Sending to the girlfriend.
Right one. Left one. Right one. Push the load on the inside. Hold into it. Hold that right. Right check up. Hold that right. Good, good, good. Inside. Good, left turn. Left two. Good. Right two. Beautiful. Left two. Yep. Outside. Good, man. Good.
And here come the Montesalvos on those rolling whoops.
How good is that footage out there on those big whoops? Again, we talked about they got put in a couple of years ago.
Hold those doors, baby. Let's go. Good, I got it. You're good, almost there, mate.
So how did it feel?
Yeah, good, but yeah.
Wet.
That stadium section?
Shit.
Yeah. What about? Yeah.
But you're gonna hate it. You're gonna hate that.
You're going to be like idling in.
I'm just going to cruise it through there, though. I'll try and make up as much time as I can on the rest
Yeah,
of the track.
yeah.
Mate, we still
Don't know why they
We
changed
still
it.
got no time,
It's
mate.
done.
We've got no time. It's not listing. The timing's not listing, unfortunately.
I feel like we did put down a pretty decent lap. It wasn't as fast as last year, but there is a lot more mud and a new a section
than last year. So a bit different, but what we experienced, everyone else should be experiencing as well. So we'll just have to see what the times come out and say. But like it didn't feel like a big kick. We felt like we put down a pretty good little lap. The new section of the course that they've done in the stadium sucks, really soft, but that was like the only section that we felt like we weren't dialed in because it's new. Yeah, felt like we did a pretty good lap. We feel like everyone else is going to kind of have that same issue, so it should work out quite well.
Fourth side. What do we got? Result.
Is it in order? No, it's not. Here, look.
Whatever
Look.
website.
We did a 5:14. Sam did a 5:19. And 5:24, 5:53, 5:19, 5:24. Yeah, my fastest.
First? Yeah! Well done. First.
Yeah.
That was the same time we did last year. Hell yeah, boys. Number one qualifier once again. And it seems by a big gap. They actually did the same time that I did on the Prologue track last year, ironically. I think it was in like within 1 second. So absolutely pumped. They look smooth as, they look fast as. These kids have got it. This is going to be their weekend. I can feel it. There we go, boys. Number one, official. Number one, Christian and Ashton Monisalvo. Number 2, Sam Bentley. Number 3, Rod Visser. So 5:14, you guys did. Sam did a 5:19.
Yeah.
Visser 5:24.
Okay. The lap that we put down, it felt really good, but it also didn't feel as fast as last year, which is obvious because of all the like wetness and the change of the track layout. And after the lap, we realised that how we felt about our lap, everyone else is going to be experiencing the same thing. So it all evened out at the playing field, and we ended up first in class for the second year in a row.
After not doing Brekkie Bash this year and only having the Brekkie Lapper to kind of find out what we were doing, all the changes in the track, all the wet patches and the change in the stadium. Considering all of the changes, I think that he did really well. I would have been pissed off if he didn't come anywhere else other than first. I would have just like gotten out of the car and just elbowed him. So yeah, like he did well. I think that it set us up perfectly over racing day.
Travis Robinson and Andrew Pinto making their way into the stadium section. Oh no! He's put it on the...
Oh, we missed it. And it is spitting out oil and bits and pieces there.
Oh no, the Robinson brothers.
Sounds like Tom Bernard. Are you going to seed him? Yeah, I'm just going to cut it though. Yeah,
so Trav just rolled it on the new inside zone that we've all been kind of hating. So I just told Dad to take it easy in there.
Come on, mate. See you soon. All right, see you soon, boys.
So we did just hear that
Get some. Just keep talking to me, man. Yeah.
Dustin's about to go out now for prologue. Yeah, he's always quiet before he goes, but yeah.
2, 1, go. Okay, got a right one ahead. There it is.
Again, beautifully turned out. Interesting. Hey, now that we're starting to look, double spares on this thing. I'd say that's very strategic for traction.
Stay right, Sue, stay right. Now you got a right one, stay left after this. Move left. Move left. You're good. You're good, you're good, you're good, you're good. Good job. Left one. Left one again. Water, stay right here. Good, right 3. Stay right. Right 3. You're good. Doing really good. You got a right 2 after this. This is that right 2 that gets a bit sketchy. Yep, stay on your right, big water tunnel. Stay high. All right, you know what you're doing through here, flat out.
It just looks like the Patriot are nursing that car a little bit.
Yeah, the 484 seems to be in some sort of a limp mode, or yeah, they're nursing it home. Dan, that's very uncharacteristic of this car.
Oof. All right, that's that done. It's over. Clean, very, very clean run. Slow, wasn't fast, definitely wasn't fast, but that's okay. We're definitely not going to be at the back of the field, but we're not going to be running up the front. But like I'm saying, in these conditions, prologue's just not my thing. I feel like 6 elephants just fell off my shoulders, to be perfectly honest with you. I'm glad it's back. It's on 4 wheels. We're starting the race tomorrow, and that's all I can ask for. We'll wait and see what the results are. Yeah, okay. Okay.
No.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Like, I'm happy. Yeah.
You were smooth.
It wasn't fast at all,
No.
but it was okay.
No, it was good.
Yeah, it was okay.
That's what you needed.
Yeah, it's done. It's over. No shits and no I should'ves. Yeah, it's done. Whatever. Fuck. We got a time yet or not?
Yeah.
What is it? Fuck, how bad? What is it?
5:34.
Are you kidding? 5:34? Fuck, I didn't think it was that bad. Wow.
He took it nice and easy, which is what he said that he was going to do, but now he's not very happy with the time that he did. But it's either you go fast and you go risk it, or take it easy to make sure that you're going to make it to the racing day, which is what he did. He's a bit upset, but that's just part of it. That's just how it goes. Tomorrow, Dad's just going to do the same thing that he always does, just keep on hunting and just picking them off one by one.
Yeah, that was a bit short, but whatever, I don't give a Yeah, all right, let's go. Let's do it. So that's prologue done for this year, and it doesn't surprise me where we ended up. You know, it's you know, off-road racing results are all about accomplishments or excuses. It's one or the other. My excuse for this year, I haven't been in the truck for 12 months. You know, I kind of put it to one of the boys back at the shop.
If you hadn't walked for 12 months and you stood up, what would happen? And that's what I felt on the day. That's what I felt in the car. But I knew I was going to feel it. I knew that that was going to happen. So my only goal was to get the car around the track. I didn't care with the conditions where we were going to place. And I think the footage kind of, obviously it shows the disappointment, but I think it shows the complacency I had of where I was at in that day. I knew with that much water on the track, I'm better from the back. I've proven it every single year. And this year, there's no holds barred. There's no stopping us. I've got 51 cars in front of me and I'm going to try and get the lot of them.